What if the foods you trust the most are the very ones silently draining your strength? Yes, some common items on your plate may be aging you faster than time ever could. And the surprising part? They're likely in your kitchen right now. But don't worry, we're not just here to take away. In this video, we'll reveal 5 dangerous foods you should never touch again after 60, and 5 powerful foods that could sharpen your memory, strengthen your bones, and protect your heart starting today. Each pick is backed by science, tailored for seniors, and explained in simple terms. But here's the catch. The worst offenders often look healthy. That's why the number 3 food on our never list might truly shock you. And the second food on the must-eat list? It's a secret weapon for fighting fatigue and muscle loss, but most seniors ignore it. So grab a seat, maybe even a pen, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to toss and what to treasure on your plate. Stick around till the very last food, because that one might just change the way you eat for the rest of your life. Let's get started. First up, sneaky item that looks harmless but can age your body from the inside out: processed meats. Imagine this: a grandfather, full of life, enjoying his golden years, suddenly faces health challenges that seem to come out of nowhere. What if I told you that the culprit might be lurking in his kitchen specifically, in the form of processed meats? Processed meats, think bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli slice, are more than just convenient. They're a ticking time bomb for seniors. These meats are often loaded with sodium, saturated fats, and preservatives like nitrates and nitrites. While these additives extend shelf life and enhance flavor, they can wreak havoc on the body. Let's start with the heart. High sodium intake from processed meats can lead to hypertension, increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. The saturated fats contribute to the buildup of plaque in arteries, further elevating cardiovascular risks. Moving to the brain, recent studies have drawn alarming connections between processed meat consumption and cognitive decline. A study published in Neurology found that individuals consuming higher amounts of processed red meats had a 13% increased risk of developing dementia. The study suggests that the high levels of saturated fats and sodium in these meats may contribute to brain inflammation and damage, accelerating cognitive decline. The digestive system isn't spared either. The World Health Organization classifies processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens, indicating a clear link to colorectal cancer. The nitrites in these meats can form carcinogenic compounds in the body, increasing cancer risk. Even the pancreas is at risk. Diets high in processed meats have been associated with a higher incidence of type 2 diabetes, possibly due to the combination of unhealthy fats and additives disrupting insulin function. So, what's the takeaway? For seniors aiming to enjoy their retirement years in good health, it's crucial to rethink dietary choices. Opting for fresh, unprocessed proteins like fish, poultry, legumes, and nuts can make a significant difference. These alternatives not only reduce the risks associated with processed meats, but also contribute to overall well-being. Remember, it's never too late to make healthier choices. By swapping out processed meats for more wholesome options, seniors can take a proactive step towards a healthier, more vibrant life. Next, number 2, high sugar foods. As we age, our bodies become less forgiving of dietary indulgences, and sugar is a prime culprit. For seniors, consuming high sugar foods isn't just about empty calories. It's a direct threat to multiple organs and overall well-being. Starting with the brain, excessive sugar intake has been linked to an increased risk of dementia. A study published in BMC Medicine found that high sugar consumption is associated with a higher risk of all-cause dementia, emphasizing the importance of dietary choices in cognitive health in Ever7TA. The heart doesn't fare any better. Chronic high sugar intake can lead to elevated triglyceride levels, increased LDL, bad cholesterol, and higher blood pressure, all of which are risk factors for cardiovascular disease. Moreover, sugar can promote inflammation and oxidative stress, further damaging heart tissues. The liver, responsible for metabolizing sugar, can become overwhelmed, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This condition is increasingly common among older adults and can progress to more severe liver damage if unchecked. Kidneys, too, are vulnerable. High blood sugar levels can damage the delicate filtering units in the kidneys, increasing the risk of chronic kidney disease. This risk is compounded in seniors who may already have reduced kidney function due to aging. Recent research from UC San Francisco has shed light on sugar's role in accelerating biological aging. The study found that each gram of added sugar consumed daily was associated with an increase in epigenetic age, suggesting that high sugar intake can make our cells and tissues age faster. In summary, for seniors aiming to maintain health and vitality, reducing high-sugar foods is crucial. It's not just about preventing weight gain. It's about protecting the brain, heart, liver, kidneys, and even the very process of aging itself. Making mindful dietary choices can lead to a healthier, more vibrant life in the golden years. Next, number 3. Fried foods. Golden and crispy on the outside, fried foods might seem like a delightful indulgence. However, for seniors, these tempting treats can be a hidden minefield for health. As we age, our bodies become more susceptible to the adverse effects of certain foods, and fried items top that list. Firstly, the high temperatures used in frying produce harmful compounds like acrylamide, especially in starchy foods like potatoes. Acrylamide is a known neurotoxin and has been linked to cognitive decline and an increased risk of cancer. For seniors, this means that regular consumption of fried foods could accelerate memory loss and other cognitive issues. Moreover, fried foods are often laden with trans fats, which not only raise bad cholesterol levels, but also lower the good ones. This imbalance significantly increases the risk of heart disease, a leading cause of death among older adults. Additionally, the excessive calories in fried foods contribute to weight gain, leading to obesity, which is a risk factor for type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and joint problems. A recent study published in Immunity and Aging revealed that fatty foods can start damaging the brain within just 3 days, emphasizing the immediate impact of such diets on older adults. This rapid onset of damage underscores the importance of dietary choices in maintaining cognitive health. Furthermore, the digestive system slows down with age, making it harder to process heavy, greasy foods. This can lead to gastrointestinal discomfort, acid reflux, and decreased nutrient absorption. In conclusion, while the occasional fried treat might not pose significant harm, regular consumption can have dire consequences for seniors. Opting for healthier cooking methods like baking, steaming, or grilling can make a substantial difference in health outcomes. Prioritizing nutrient-rich, whole foods ensures not only longevity but also a better quality of life in the golden years. Next, number 4. White bread and refined carbs. There's a reason why more and more seniors are being told to think twice before reaching for that soft, fluffy slice of white bread. On the surface, it feels harmless, maybe even comforting. But inside the body, a very different story unfolds. White bread and refined carbs are stripped of fiber and essential nutrients. What's left is a fast-burning starch that hits the bloodstream like a sugar bomb. For older adults, this can throw the body into chaos. Let's start with blood sugar. These foods break down quickly into glucose, causing sudden spikes followed by sharp crashes. Over time, this roller coaster effect wears out insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. That's how type 2 diabetes often sneaks in. The heart doesn't fare much better. Repeated blood sugar surges damage arteries, raise triglycerides, and lead to plaque buildup. The risk of heart attacks and strokes climbs with every bite of these processed carbs. But it doesn't stop there. The brain also feels the impact. Studies have linked refined carbs to memory decline and cognitive fog in older adults. Some researchers even call it type 3 diabetes when the brain can't manage insulin properly. Meanwhile, joints become inflamed, making arthritis symptoms worse. The gut struggles tow without fiber. Digestion slows. Constipation worsens, and harmful bacteria thrive. Even muscles take a hit. Without steady nutrients, seniors may experience faster muscle loss, making it harder to stay active and independent. And here's the most concerning part. Many of these changes don't make noise at first. They build quietly over time, until one day the damage becomes hard to reverse. White bread might look soft and harmless, but inside the body, it stirs up a storm that affects nearly every organ. For seniors, cutting back could be one of the most powerful steps towards staying healthy, clear-minded, and strong. Next, number 5. canned soups, and processed canned foods. There's something oddly comforting about popping open a can, pouring soup into a bowl, and calling it dinner. For many older adults, it's quick, easy, and doesn't require much cleanup. But behind that convenience is a hidden threat that slowly chips away at your health. Those canned soups and processed canned meals are loaded with sodium, often more than an entire day's worth in a single serving. And here's where it starts hurting. Excess salt makes your blood pressure rise, putting your heart and arteries under stress. Over time, that can lead to strokes, heart attacks, and kidney damage. And it's not just the salt. These cans are often packed with preservatives, artificial flavor enhancers, and chemical stabilizers to keep them shelf-stable. One of the most concerning culprits? BPA bisphenol, often found in the inner lining of canned food. Studies have linked BPA exposure to disruptions in hormone levels, increased risk of diabetes, and even memory loss. For seniors, whose bodies are already more sensitive to chemical imbalances, this is no small matter. Processed canned foods also lack fiber and essential nutrients. Instead, they're full of unhealthy fats and sugar substitutes that confuse the digestive system. Constipation, bloating, and nutrient deficiencies become more frequent. Your gut microbiome suffers, which also weakens your immunity. Even the brain feels the effects. Higher inflammation levels have been tied to cognitive decline and increased risk of dementia. So while that can of soup might seem harmless, what it's really doing is placing a silent burden on your organs, from your heart to your kidneys, your gut to your brain. It's a slow erosion, not a dramatic collapse. That's what makes it so dangerous. The body of a senior deserves better than a shortcut that comes at such a high cost. Now, let's kick off our list with the first must-have food that can make a real difference in your health: fatty fish. Every time an older adult adds a piece of fatty fish to their plate, like salmon or mackerel, they're giving their body a quiet, powerful upgrade. Let's start with the heart. As we age, our arteries naturally stiffen, blood pressure creeps up, and cholesterol plays its dangerous games. Fatty fish are rich in omega-3, especially EPA and DHA, which have been proven to lower triglycerides, keep the heartbeat steady, and reduce inflammation in blood vessels. That's not just a theory, it's decades of research confirming that omega-3 helps seniors dodge heart attacks and strokes. But the benefits don't stop at the chest. The brain thrives on healthy fats, especially after 60. These omega-3 support memory, clarity, and mood regulation. In fact, studies show they may slow down cognitive decline and even reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. That occasional forgetfulness? A diet with fatty fish may help keep it from becoming something more serious. Then there's joint health. With age comes stiffness, soreness, and sometimes painful arthritis. The anti-inflammatory powers of fatty fish can ease those morning aches and make everyday movement a little smoother. Even the eyes benefit. Those same omega-3 protect vision by nourishing the retina and reducing the risk of age-related macular degeneration. Skin? Yes, that too. Seniors often struggle with dry, thinning skin. The natural oils in fatty fish improve elasticity, hydration, and even the healing of wounds. From heart to head, knees to skin, this one food sends its benefits everywhere. If you're over 60 and wondering what one change could make a difference, this might be it. Small bites, big impact. Keep watching. We'll break down how often to eat it and what to look for to get the best results. Next, number 2, nuts and seeds. For many seniors, the path to better health doesn't begin in a pharmacy. It starts in the pantry with something as small and powerful as a handful of nuts and seeds. These tiny bites pack an enormous punch. They're not just snacks. They're nature's own multivitamins, supporting nearly every part of the aging body. Let's start with the brain. Walnuts, for example, contain omega-3 fatty acids that help maintain memory and cognitive sharpness. In one study, older adults who regularly ate nuts showed better brain function and slower mental decline. The heart benefits too. Almonds and flax seeds are rich in healthy fats that help lower bad cholesterol and stabilize blood pressure, reducing the risk of heart attacks or strokes. Now think about bones. As the years go by, bones lose strength, but sesame seeds, with their calcium and magnesium, help support bone density and reduce fracture risk. Moving on to joints. Pumpkin seeds are loaded with anti-inflammatory properties that ease stiffness and reduce arthritis-related pain. Even the digestive system finds relief. Nuts are packed with fiber, which keeps bowel movements regular and supports a healthier gut. For those struggling with blood sugar, chia seeds and peanuts help slow sugar absorption, keeping levels steady throughout the day. And let's not overlook skin and immune health. Vitamin E from sunflower seeds protects skin cells and boosts your body's natural defense system. Zinc, found in cashews, plays a key role in repairing tissues and fighting off infection. These aren't just snacks, they're shields for the body, working silently to protect and nourish from within. So if you're wondering how to age gracefully, look no further than the crunch in your palm. One handful a day can help your body do something remarkable. Stay stronger, longer. Next, number 3. Beans and lentils. For many seniors, mealtime becomes routine, but there's one humble food group that deserves a spotlight: beans and lentils. These tiny nutritional giants are more than just budget-friendly. They're body-healing powerhouses that support nearly every organ as we age. Let's start with the heart. The fiber in beans and lentils is known to lower LDL cholesterol, what doctors call the bad kind. This isn't just theory. Clinical trials have shown that a daily serving of legumes can significantly reduce the risk of heart disease, a major concern for those over 60, and it doesn't stop there. Your digestive system, often sluggish with age, gets a natural boost from the soluble and insoluble fiber in these pulses. They help regulate bowel movements, reduce bloating, and keep the gut microbiome healthy. This in turn supports better immunity, mood, and even brain function. Muscles and bones also benefit. Lentils and beans are rich in plant-based protein and magnesium, two essentials for maintaining strength and preventing age-related muscle loss. For those dealing with arthritis or inflammation, the antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds found in lentils can ease joint stiffness and swelling. Even your kidneys and liver get a helping hand. These foods help regulate blood sugar and blood pressure, two key factors in preventing kidney strain. They also support detoxification thanks to their impressive micronutrient profile, including folate and iron. What's truly remarkable is how easily these foods can be added to daily life. A spoonful here, a bowl there, and your entire system begins to respond. Sharper mind, stronger muscles, healthier heart, and a gut that runs like clockwork. If there's one small change that pays off in big ways for seniors, it's making room on the plate for more beans and lentils. Your body will thank you quietly, consistently, and powerfully. Next, number 4. Avocados. There's something extraordinary about that smooth, green fruit sitting quietly in your kitchen. Most people think of avocados as just another spread on toast. But for seniors, it's far more than that. It's a powerhouse your body thanks you for in ways you may not even realize. Let's start with your heart. As you age, your arteries naturally stiffen and cholesterol sneaks into places it shouldn't be. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which gently lower bad cholesterol while supporting the good kind. That means better circulation, steadier blood pressure, and a stronger heart with every bite. Your brain also gets a lift. The healthy fats in avocados help maintain cell membranes and support neurotransmitters, keeping memory sharper and moods more stable. One small fruit, and you're giving your brain a daily dose of clarity. Then there's your eyes. As the years go by, vision tends to fade. Avocados contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that settle right into your eye tissue, acting like natural sunglasses. They help filter harmful light and reduce the risk of macular degeneration, one of the most common causes of vision loss later in life. Your joints, too, quietly benefit. Their anti-inflammatory compounds work to reduce pain and stiffness, making movement feel more natural. For those with arthritis or just general wear and tear, this matters more than you might expect. Even digestion gets smoother. With plenty of fiber, avocados help keep things regular, reducing constipation and supporting gut health, a real win for seniors managing slower metabolisms. So the next time you see that creamy green fruit, don't overlook it. Every spoonful is supporting your heart, protecting your vision, feeding your brain, easing your joints, and caring for your gut all in one delicious package. Next, number 5, eggs. There's a reason eggs have stood the test of time. They're not just breakfast. They're a nutrient-packed powerhouse that quietly supports nearly every organ in the body, especially for those of us in our golden years. Let's break it down. First, your brain. Each egg comes loaded with choline, a nutrient many seniors don't get enough of. It helps keep memory sharp and supports mood by fueling neurotransmitters. As we age, even simple forgetfulness can feel frustrating. This little compound works behind the scenes to protect those brain cells from decline. Now, move down to the eyes. The yellow yolk is rich in lutein and zeaxanthin too, antioxidants that gather in the retina and act like natural sunglasses. They filter harmful light and reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, a condition that can slowly steal your vision without warning. Then there's the heart. Eggs provide healthy fats and protein without raising bad cholesterol for most people. In fact, research now shows that 1 egg a day can be part of a heart-friendly diet, especially when balanced with active living. Muscle strength? Don't overlook it. Each egg packs about 6 grams of high-quality protein, essential for keeping muscles strong and reducing the risk of frailty and falls. That's especially crucial when climbing stairs starts to feel like a chore. Even your bones benefit. Eggs contain vitamin D, tiny amounts, but important ones. And with aging, your skin produces less vitamin D naturally from sunlight. That little boost helps calcium do its job, keeping bones dense and durable. So next time you crack an egg, think beyond the pan. You're feeding your mind, your heart, your eyes, your muscles, and your bone saw in one golden package. Simple, affordable, and incredibly powerful. And that wraps it up: 5 foods to avoid, 5 to embrace, and 1 big step toward a healthier, stronger you. Your plate has more power than you think. And small changes? They lead to big wins. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We've got more eye-opening tips coming your way. Ready to keep learning?